We're live. So we were talking about unboxed stars, right? Last Saturday at IISc Bangalore. So the people who were there, what was your experience? What was the one takeaway if you could share with the whole?
Yes, sir, it was very nice. Uh, I liked the Deepak Singh sir's speech very much. He said about his academic journey, and a question and answer session was there. It was very nice.
So Deepak sir, she's referring to is a current professor at IIT Bombay and previously working at ISRO, ISRO. And the chief guest for this Unbox Stars event last Saturday, by the way, was Dr.
The special thing is the advisor to SciAstra.
Yes. So Dr. Deepak Singh is also official advisor to us. And the chief guest in the last Unbox Stars event was Dr. S. Somnath. Since just the last Saturday itself, there was the Skyroute launch also scheduled, Vikram 1. So he had to rush over there. But all the event and everything, we are in touch with him and we are taking his guidance and insights also on how to propagate science, not just in Bengaluru, not just in southern part of India, but pan India and outside also. Right? Please, please, please. So, how many of you have come from Bangalore today? Raise of hands. Anybody? Okay. Anybody who has come from outside? Which place? Which city? Banda. Wow. So you have traveled all the way from UP to attend this event or something else? Joining SciAstra.
So you
Wow.
are a
SciAstra student.
Dutch student.
Yeah, okay, okay. So this is your first day here? Okay, okay. So t-shirts and all will be getting distributed on Monday.
So they have joined the elementary classes. That's why they have already the t-shirts and books. But don't feel miss out. You will get everything. Huh? Yeah. So all set team. YouTube live is on. Okay. Yes, for all the students who are on YouTube, we are having our mega orientation session for the offline batch. We started with the elementary classes where the mentors from all core subject like helped student to get insights about the basics of the subject. And from Monday, we are kickstarting our full-fledged classes. So yeah, like the PPT is aligned.
And who all wanted to interact with people from IISc today? Show of hands.
Yeah.
Oh, only this much? Not everyone? Should we send them back? They have traveled all the way across the city to meet you guys. By the way, they are in the room, present right now with us. And you soon will be hearing from them about their experiences, how their journey was to IISc, right? What kind of challenges they faced, right? What was the mentorship that and guidance that helped them.
And Soumya, the most special thing about these students, so they are not the only student who are in ISC from SciAstra this year. There are about 30 students who are associated directly with SciAstra who are in the first year for the BSMS batch. So these three students are the students with whom the team conducted the interaction session with me. So I know them very closely. So as it was a small session, so I just called them and they were very. It is very glad to see like they all three make it too. And the special thing about these students, like why I call them, is that like after talking to them in the interaction, I felt like you guys should know their journeys. All of them were dropper students. They were not able to make it to ISC, and most of them were not able to make it to any good college in their class 12th. I remember Ankush. Ankush was telling me he got around 2 lakh 50,000 ranks in JEE NEET with his class 12th, and his parents told you should go to Kota. And I remember from his interaction, he told his parents, I will be learning 3 subjects whether I go to Kota or any other platform. But in SciAstra, I will get to learn all 4 subjects. So best return on investment. So he convinced his parents for the Raman batch, and it is very delightful to see from lakhs of rank in JEE, he made to 167 All India rank in ISC, and from EWS category he got IISc Bangalore seat. So from not getting any good college, even any NIT, Ankush made it to India's #1 institution, IISc Bangalore. So I will definitely invite all of them. Like they are like incredible guys. Like they have pushed all their best and made it to the India's #1 college, and they will share their journey themselves. I will not share much of the insights. So we will now start with our session. So this orientation is all about helping you know how the entire curriculum will look like, how we will be helping you in the entire academic journey throughout the year, and what will be the role of the SciAstra system that we have developed from last more than 5 years. We have been the college student ourselves 6 years back around. It is going to be the 6th year of SciAstra this year, and from the NISER hostel room, we started this journey of helping students to getting into India's top research institutions, and it gives us immense satisfaction that in the India's #1 institution itself, our students are making it to in the large number. From 20 to 50% of the batch in all the IISERs, ISC, NISER, any research institute in the UG level you talk about, our SciAstra students are there. And with a successful offline crash course in Noida, we started with our offline batch in Noida, Bangalore, Pune, and Delhi centers. So this is our first batch, and all of you have shown us incredible amount of trust and belief. It means a lot to us, and we will be striving hard and pushing all the boundaries to making your trust in us into a reality, and you making it to the best college this year. So without wasting more time, I will hand over to Soumya. Now Soumya will proceed with the further session, and we will do the interaction with the toppers who are in the IISc Bangalore, and with all of you. All the questions will be taken up. This session is for 1 hour, but we will definitely extending it if you guys have more questions.
So, audience want to know one thing, Ajal sir. You said 30 people from SciAstra joining IISc Bangalore. How many seats IISc had? 200, 500?
125 seats this year. They have from including JEE Advanced and IAT channel combined, and through IAT channel it is about 50% seats. So roughly about 62, 63 seats were there in IISc Bangalore for IISER aptitude test channel.
Oh my God. So you are saying out of 62 seats at India's #1 research institutes, 30 students were from the batches at SciAstra. So you know the recipe to send students to IISc?
These guys will tell. Now we will not talk more about it. These guys are the real examples, and they will tell about how they made it to.
Absolutely. So jokes apart, you will get to hear from the people themselves who are taking admission, who are taken already at IISc Bangalore, the team who are in the process of guiding thousands of more students this year onwards, and with the love that we have been showered with across the country, especially from Karnataka, Bengaluru, right? By the way, IISc just from this center is 25 minutes away. So just last to last month, we were in a dilemma, what place to final, what place to go ahead with to start SciAstra Research Bengaluru Center. We thought, okay, let's do something near to IISc. And this was a good fit, accessible from across the city, metros, buses, everything, which I hope the students would agree, right? And so we have this PPT today to keep us on track, because last time we started talking, it was 10 p.m. in the night. So we don't want that to happen, to respect your time. So as you can see, SciAstra Research Bengaluru offline IIT Nest. By the way, how many students do not know SciAstra and have come for this place for the very first time? Any show of hands? Okay, 2. Good. So we'll make it very simple for you, right? Because most of the students are in SciAstra. So pretty much predominantly we'll be keeping in the center the offline program that we are hosting here in this center in this classroom. By the way, it's not exactly this town, the classroom besides, but there was AC is getting fit, so we had to shift to this place. But we will be keeping in center the program, the mentorship. We avoid calling it any, let's say, we will not use the terminology of batch, classes, faculties. Okay, these are forbidden words. We won't use it. We'll use guidance, mentors, mentorship, education, research, and these are the words. So, yeah, keeping all this on track, what exactly will we be doing? Like Akhil sir was mentioning, there's a particular recipe, not just in academics, but surrounding academics also, which all these people who have been going to ISC for some time now have been exhibiting, right, in their preparation journeys. Now, one thing I wanted to address because few of you asked me before this session, right? So, is it going to be a coaching? My question to you is, what is your notion of a coaching, right? Any guesses? Any guesses? What do you mean by a coaching, sir?
The place where a student can take guidance from teacher and prepare their journey for the.
Well, yes. Sir gave a very diplomatic answer, the textbook ideal answer. Thank you, sir. But when I say a coaching institute, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Let's be honest. All the institutions that we have outside, correct? Now, if in case you don't know how SciAstra is different, this is a high time to know about it because you all will be studying in these classes for the rest of the year, 2026, and potentially be going to ISC, IISERs, IITs, AIMS, whatnot colleges, correct? So SciAstra, the time we started this community, we were very sure that we wanted to make it a subject first platform, right? Outside, yeah, elsewhere, what you see, focus on this exam, which starts with J, ends with E. The other exams, which in case you're a biology student, starts with N, ends with T. If you don't appear or prepare for these exams, your life is ruined. Agree with me? Yes? So in case you agree, you need to do a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'll not know. Thanks. But we tried to reverse the approach. We called ourselves anti-coaching. Why? Because now we ourselves were subject people. For example, I am a graduate from an institute called NISER Bhubaneswar. I'm a trained quantum physicist. Akhil sir was there, he's a trained microbiologist. And all the team that you're going to listen from today on this dais are from similar backgrounds. So we decided, let's make students fall in love with the subjects. The reason being is very simple. You're studying, right? Let's not think about outcomes, exams, and colleges. Let's study the subject itself so well. What are the subjects you have? Science, maths, physics, chemistry, maths, bio, including all the others, correct? You can take your seats here also and here also. Don't feel shy. Yeah. Now, we started our journeys with making the students fall in love with the subjects. Now, this is the counterintuitive approach, you would think, right? Why not tell students about the exam? Why not tell about the exam, which is so predominant, that starts with J, ends with E, has 3 letters, JEE to be specific? It's very simple. Students started falling in love with the subject. I'm not talking about 10 students or 100 students. I'm talking in the range of 10,000, 50,000 students. And when they started falling in love with the subject, of course, after class 12, they started, or they'll drop here like you are, they started appearing for the exams, right? And whichever exam they sat for, where those particular subjects were asked, physics, chemistry, maths, bio, they ended up qualifying all such exams. So we thought this is the right thing to do. Instead of going round about the exams, let's focus on studying. Let's focus on subjects, right? And that is why all the people that you are going to listen from today, including your mentors, are from IITs, IISERs, IISc Bangalore, and your seniors also from IISc Bangalore. Make sense? So this is what we are all about. We are very subject oriented, very subject specific, and subject first platform. And that is the result you see. All these people you'll be hearing from today, they don't have not just qualified top ranks in IISER aptitude test, but also apparently JEE, NEET, multiple exams you talk about. Okay, so this is the recipe that we talk about usually. Okay, and the fundamental, the core of it is subject itself. Agree with me? All of us are on the same page. Can we start? Okay, so although we are keeping this presentation deck for formalities and bookkeeping purposes, but it's not limited to it. Focus on the experiences that Akhil sir, your mentors, your ISC seniors, and everyone is sharing with you. Focus on their insights. Try to catch their words, okay? Because you don't know what exact experience, what exact insight, what exact perspective is going to work in your favor this year, and that's going to get you selected. You know, that 1%, 99%, of course, your mentors, system, support, everything is there. That X factor, you don't know what exactly is that you're going to take away from here that will land up in IISc Bangalore in 2027. Fine. So, as you can see, offline IAT Nest year-long batches, pretty much all of you in this room know about it. So, what is it, right? So, the mentors that you have, let's say you want to taste a food, but you cannot taste it. How do you know how does it taste? You'll ask somebody who has already tasted, right? So you always do the fruit on the tree check. If somebody has not grown a tree, how will you check? They're not the right people to guide you. Make sense? That is why we are very clear that all of the mentors in this room who are guiding you, who are training you, mentoring you, are themselves the alumni of all those institutions you are aspiring to go to. Make sense? And they're not 60, 80 years olds. They are just a few years older than you, having guided thousands of students, lakhs of students, and have gone through similar journey, very similar journey that you are going through right now. And we also have a concept called batch mentor, which I'll talk more about you. Believe me, when we tell you the concept of batch mentor, what exactly it stands for, you will be in awe. Your jaws will be dropped, right? And yeah, researchers and scholars, most of them are gold medalists and all that. Even we are not at teaching because we have better mentors, better guides for you, right? But all of us, the whole SciAstra team, have a phenomenal background from all top institutes at the time of graduation, offered from top colleges across the world. And yeah, these are the exams, published research papers. So yes, so like Akhil sir was mentioning, SciAstra was started from the hostel rooms of NISER Bhubaneswar in 2021 with a single hope of helping students know more about the career options that are out there for them. Starting with, of course, IISc Bangalore, IISERs, IISc Kolkata, NISER, other IITs that you have. And so far, so good. 2026, SciAstra is strong 5 lakh plus community of students, mentors, scientists, parents like you, and many more. Okay, so yeah, meet your mentors. First one, Nikhil sir, without any further ado, I would like to call you up on the stage. Nikhil sir is an alum, of course. Let's hear his introduction from himself, correct? And yeah, stage is all yours, and so are the students.
Thank you so much, Soumya sir. So I'll give a quick introduction about me. So yeah, I've done, excuse me, I just had a class, okay, so my throat is kind of not in the proper frame. But anyway, so yeah, I've done my graduation and post-graduation from IIT Kanpur. I studied aerospace engineering there. And I had a plan laid out to go into research. So I wanted, everything was planned, but due to some reasons, I kind of got into EdTech. You know, I had to take up a job, and I dabbled into EdTech sector only from there. And since then, I've been teaching. So it's been 11 odd years since I've been in this field. I've been guiding students on how to, you know, how to prepare and how to get into such research colleges. Okay. So yeah, besides that, I mean, my approach towards the subject is as it aligns totally with the philosophy of SciAstra, which is a specific focus on the subject itself. So understanding the first principles of things, like why are things behaving the way they do. Now, if we understand the science, then applying it becomes really, really easy. You know, I mean, just solving questions by knowing that, okay, we have 5 types of questions, and let's learn how to solve these types of questions. Well, that gives you that gives you only a way to solve such type of question. If I tweak the question a little, you're lost. Okay. So in order to avoid that, we start building from the concepts, okay, the physics of it. So why are, like, why would something fall down? What if gravity changes? So we keep thinking about, in our classes also, we keep thinking about, what if this is not so? Then, we nudge the student to think on those lines, and that's the research line. Because there, you won't have all the answers laid out in front of you. You'll have to think, you'll have to come up with new theories of your own. Yeah. And that's how science will progress. Now, if this generation is solely focused on, cracking one exam, let's do all the types of questions and let's just get insight. But then you're not being original. If you want to be original and if you want to make significant impact towards science, you have to learn science for what it is. Okay. I mean, you have to understand the fundamentals of physics, the fundamentals of chemistry, biology, and all the other subjects, right? So, because interdisciplinary aspect is also very, very important. So, if someone is researching on, let's say, rocket propulsion, right? They won't solely be focused on physics, because chemistry is also applied there. You're burning fuel, what ratio to take, how to mix in order to get the maximum specific heat. So all these things have to be taken into account. So unless you understand science for what it is, it's going to be very, very difficult to contribute significantly towards research. And I know, parents might be aware that India's scenario in research is very, very, it's not as great as how it is outside. So our research papers, people say, okay, if there's a research paper from India, they wouldn't give it much thought. Okay, they would say, okay, it probably has been plagiarized or something. Okay, so we need to change that. Now, a nation stands on this, that its scientists come up with things original. Okay, and that is something that keeps happening in IISc and institutes like this. So institutes solely focused on research, right? And that's why we want to bring up new talent and like fit them in these places so that our country progresses overall. Okay, so that will be my piece. And next, I would like to call upon Dipesh sir. He would be taking your bio classes. Yeah, he would introduce it.
Hello everyone. So my name is Dipesh Joshi, and if I tell you a brief about myself, so mainly I have completed my masters in research from IISc Bangalore. Okay, so I had worked in the field of vaccine development. So I hope you all know about the pandemic, right? That has affected a lot of students, and not students, like all of you, right? So what happened is that during the pandemic, our lab was involved in the research of vaccines. Okay, so we have made the first thermostable vaccine, which can be transported at 37 degrees Celsius, doesn't require any cold chain requirements, right? So this is an example of the pioneering research which happens at IISc. Now you might be thinking that I would have been some kind of a student who was brilliant from the scratch, like from my starting school days, but that was not true. So after my class 12th, I was also in the dilemma of taking a drop or to join a college for my bachelor's. So what happened was my parents suggested me to take bachelor's in Delhi University in biochemistry honors, right? And I pursued my bachelor's from there. Then I had a couple of exams which are there, through which you can enter into IISc for after your graduation. Okay, so I wrote IIT JAM Biotechnology, which is the exam conducted by IITs. In that, I got All India rank 22. If you know about AIMS, which is the Dream Institute for the medical colleges, basically for the medical students. So in that, I got All India rank 3 and All India rank 11 in MSc Biotech as well as Biochemistry. So I got a chance to study from there. I also got a chance to study from IIT Bombay for MSc in Biotech. And like that, I have qualified numerous examinations. Apart from the master's examinations, I have qualified the interviews of these top premier institutes like IISc, IISER Pune, and IISER Bhopal. And apart from that, I have also mentored students who are preparing for PhD entrances, right? So I have mentored more than 10,000 plus students. Currently, many of the students who I have mentored, they are pursuing their PhD in IITs, ISc and ISERs. Apart from that, today in IISc Bangalore, out of a 20 student pool for integrated PhD admission, 7 students are directly being taught by me. Okay, they were mentored by me and they are starting their integrated PhD journey. Just now they got their admission and they called me that, Bhaiya, I got this hostel and this is so wonderful campus and like that. And I hope that I want to see each one of you to ISC or other research institutes. For that, we will work together. We will make biology easier for you. Okay, not in a way to learn it, but also in a way to think about biology, about the fundamental processes. And that's why if you have attended my demo classes, also the elementary classes, I always focus on concepts from physics, chemistry, and maths also, which are required to understand biology. So that is the approach that I follow. Okay, and apart from that, I want to say that you don't run after scores. Okay, you run after excellence. So if you are comfortable in a subject, if you understand a subject very clearly, you can qualify all the examinations. Same was for my journey. I qualified all the examinations, whether it is PhD, MSc, or in PhD interviews also, because I ran after excellence. So that is something that I want to impose on you also. And yeah, I hope that you will do that the best that you can do, right? So that was about me, and I wish you all the best for this offline journey. And now I want to introduce the chemistry mentor, Tribhuvan sir.
So, hello everyone, good evening. I am Tribhuvan Prasad, and I have done my bachelor's from Banaras Hindu University with chemistry honors, and then my master's from IIT Hyderabad. So, as I was I will tell you one incident that happened just like 2 or 3 days ago. I had my first class with all of you, and I asked one question from everyone: that which is your favorite subject? And everyone remember that everyone told that either bio, maths, or physics. No one told chemistry. Okay, so I made a challenge to myself that by the end of this year, at least 50% of you will love chemistry, and they will do some research in chemistry, because chemistry is something there is enormous opportunities there in chemistry. And I myself have worked on I told, I guess my paper is going to publish next month in a international journal. I have worked on plastic and heterocatalyst. My second paper is on biomass. So I have myself a lot of experience in this research, and I want to develop that kind of temperament in my students who wants to pursue research. Okay, that this is one of the most high paying careers, as well as the bigger goal is to help the society. How can you help the society? How can you obviously if you have come to the this world, there is something that you should add, some value you can add to the society. Okay, so my bigger picture, my bigger goal is to teach you chemistry and to make you fall in love with chemistry, so that you all can do good research in the subject, and make everyone proud, your parents or nation, and especially me. And that's it. I would like to call Muskan ma'am. Your mathematics mentor.
हेलो एवरीवन, हाउ आर यू? कैसे हो आप लोग? एनी ओडिया पीपल इन द हाउस? అప్పణ మన కెంతి వచ్చంతి ఎనీ తెలుగు పీపుల్ ఇన్ ద హౌస్ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? చలో లెట్ మీ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ మై సెల్ఫ్. హాయ్, మై నేమ్ ఇస్ ముస్కాన్ జైన్. I have done my master's in mathematics and computing from IIT ISM Dhanbad, and since the past 4 years I have been teaching and mentoring students to prepare for exams like IIT, JEE, IIT and NEST. Since 3 days before, someone asked me, what do you think mathematics is for you, ma'am? I think mathematics is a language, universal language. So be it in a class, be it outside the class, maths is present everywhere. Suppose we have to calculate the height of a building. What do you use? Trigonometry, right? So be it engineering, be it scientific research, be it technology, you can find mathematics everywhere, right? Few days before, a student asked me, How do I score well in mathematics? So there is no formula, there is no magic trick, there is no shortcut. The formula is very simple. Learn the concepts, do a lot of quality questions, uh, assess yourself properly and be consistent. That's all. I welcome you all to SciAstra. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Muskan ma'am. Yeah. And yeah, so everything you need, let's not talk about everything you need. Everyone does that, right? So anything that you need, we don't have is not true. So everything that you need, we have, and even more. The students who are already here would agree, correct? So all the books, mock tests are more than what the number is required, right? So that is the basic hygiene, and we always believe that we are always on top of it. Now, let me tell you a short story. I promise you, I'll tell you about what a batch meta concept is. Coming in. So, of course, yeah, please say. So we were doing mentorship, guidance to thousands of students every single year. And along the journey, when you guide 10,000 students, let's say in 2021, in 2022, of course, 1,000 students, 500 people, which reach to all the ISERs, correct? They would be very grateful. And 2023, of course, you would expect to lose touch with them? No, does not happen. Still in touch with us. So, by the way, for the last 6+ years, every single student that we have helped and sent to all the colleges across India, we are still in touch with them. So that's what SciAstra stands for. Okay, even you guys, you're going to graduate next year, go to your dream colleges. We will still be in touch. We have different channel altogether for that. Story for another time. But we thought there will be many students who were coming to us saying that, sir, all the guidance, everything, books, and everything is perfect. Nothing improvement is needed. No such. But there's one such thing that bothers us is a guidance beyond the classes, beyond the books, beyond the test. And we thought, what are these students talking about? So we got confused. Everything we are giving, classes more than required, books, mentors, accessibilities. Then we started reflecting on our journeys. What's the one thing, one challenge that was with us during our preparation journeys 10 years ago? It was that companionship. Would you agree? How about this? If someone is there to talk to me every single evening, maybe over text, maybe over call or a video call, nothing better than that, and listen to my problems, given the fact that I'm doing whatever is required. I'm studying, I'm solving problems, I'm revisioning, I'm doing mock test. Apart from all this, I need somebody who have gone through that journey, not 50 years older than me, maybe 2, 3, 4 years older than me, because they would relate to my problems. Correct? So we thought this was the problem we also faced. We were able to pass, qualify, enter into top colleges, but let's not, the same thing happened with all the students that we have. So we introduced something called as batch mentorship or batch mentor. What does it mean? Is very simple. All the students that we have in offline, online, many more, of course, they have the liberty to choose the personal mentorship, would be introduced to a concept called personal mentorship, wherein a student, a current student, research student from IISc, IISER, IITs, NISER, IISERs, all such colleges, ISI CMI, would be in touch with the students who are preparing. And the best part, most of the personal mentors were SciAstra students at some point in time. So the guidance would not be inauthentic. It would be very relatable. Students would trust because these students have gone through the same pipeline in these institutes studying and serving back the community. So this is what the community stands for. Now, when this concept started to take place, at first we were also trying to watch the results. Let's see what happens. And you won't believe the students who were getting personalized guidance, apart from all the basic hygiene, everything that you need section, apart from all this, yes, personal mentor, by the way, is mentioned here. So apart from all this, with personalized guidance, the selection improved drastically. In fact, most of the top rankers that SciAstra has been producing for the last few years were coming from the cohort that was personally mentored from IISERites, NISERites, and students from ISC. So now do you understand what is the importance of a personal mentor? Right? So there is always some things that go beyond the class mentors, books, and most of the things. Here also in SciAstra Bengaluru offline program, we have dedicated personal mentor who is them. So yeah, by the way, a dedicated full-time batch mentor, someone who guides, tracks, supports you throughout the entire year. By tracking, we mean database tracking. Okay, let's hear from the personal mentor herself. Let me welcome Kanupriya from IISER Bhopal. Kanupriya, stage is all yours. Please guide the students.
Hello, everybody. I'll be serving as a batch mentor. I recently completed my BSMS at IISER Bhopal, and now I look forward to to be the connecting link between you and your academic mentors. Yes. So what I'll be doing is, whenever you have any such, firstly tracking your growth through your tests, and then maintaining a record of the same, and knowing what all problems have you been facing and how to resolve them. I have been through the same journey just a few years back, so I know how to navigate to reach to your dream college. And I'm here to share and reflect back on whatever the problems you have been going through or you might go through in the coming year. So I'll be there to help you and make your dream come true with you. Thank you.
Wow. Thanks, Anupriya, ma'am. So by the way, she will be there with all the students on a day-to-day basis. By the way, if you don't know, your attendance, your mock test scores, your class performance, everything will be tracked and shared with your parents to all the SciAstra students, right? Now, let's see what we have got. Yes, so all the books you will be provided along with your journey. So 16 books included. The idea is you don't need to go out of the ecosystem and do anything else. Waste your time in searching for materials and other basic hygiene. So everything will be included. Now, yeah, from learning to exam readiness. By the way, there were mentors such as Nikhil sir, Dipesh sir, Muskan ma'am, who were talking about subject excellence. Correct? Anybody sleeping here? No? Good. Subject excellence. Now, when we started SciAstra back in 2020, 2021, COVID time, you know what was the biggest challenge in exams like IAT and NEST? Any guesses? What is the biggest challenge with IAT, IISER aptitude test? The same exam that gets you admission into IISc Bangalore, IISERs, couple of IITs, ISCS. Any guesses? No? So maybe it's not a challenge for these guys. Now, the biggest challenge with IAT, if you want to get a good rank, by good I mean 100, 200, 300, or get into ISC, like people sitting here, you need to excel in all 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, bio. Correct? And the biggest gap we saw with all the guidance and preparation out there was nobody was there to help all the students in all 4 subjects. So we decided that we will do it, and we have been doing it. And if not already mentioned, all of those you will be attending 4 classes, right? Physics, chemistry, maths, bio, irrespective of your background in maths and biology. So SciAstra, by the way, is the only community also helping students in all 4 subjects. Okay, that is out of sheer compassion and dedication for you all to get selected in IISc Bangalore. By the way, IISc, is that even your dream college? Hand raise. Okay, good. So then you better be attentive and make some noise, okay? And yeah, now all the mock tests will also be available. Sundays will be your mock test. If, by the way, in case you have any queries, you can feel free to get in touch with your subject mentors in the class, after the class. Your batch mentor, Kanupriya ma'am, and even then get in touch with us. The SciAstra room is just right beside the corner in the other building. You like to take this?
No, yeah. So one thing to discuss about, like the test schedule. We have made a small change in the exam schedule. As we discussed it with a lot of students back there in Noida and here also. Like previously, we planned to do the test on Sunday, but like what happens, like for most of the students, Sunday is the only day where you get a free time, and when you have the exams, the like traveling to the exam, going back, your Sunday is consumed. And we will be having a very high frequency of mock test because we are fully fledged preparing for IIT Nest, all the entrance examinations. So we will be having the high frequency. So most of the Sundays we will be having the exams, and that will be very tiring for all of you guys. So what a change we have made, considering all the feedbacks from the elementary classes itself. Like many of you were also struggling to focus for 2 hours. How many of you will admit, like the 2 hours class was hectic? Yeah, so considering all these feedback, what we have incorporated is the new schedule where we will be having only 1.5 hours classes, and we will not waste a single minute of your time. We will be having 3 classes instead, daily 3 classes. And instead of that Wednesday doubt solving, what we have made that a regular class. Now we will be having Saturday single class and a test in the afternoon. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays you will be having the mock test. So any Saturday which you do not have the mock test, then the second half you can utilize that for doubt solving in the center itself, and the test will be in the center itself. You will not need to go anywhere. Like when you will be in the last crash course time. So along this batch, we will be giving you like this batch will go till March. Like it will finish around 15th of March, the tentative timeline what we have, and your crash course will just start in the last week of March or in the starting of the April. In most of the scenarios, your exam happens in June. Sometimes it may be conducted in the end of May. So based upon that schedule, we will plan about the crash course, and we will be giving you the crash course free of cost with the year-long batch for the last moment preparation. And there, the frequency of mocks will be even higher in the last 2 months, and that mocks will be also conducting it in the CBT mode, just like the actual IIT exam. You will be getting the admit card and everything, and you need not to pay anything else. The fees, whatever you have deposited, that is enough for entire journey. Like we will not charge you anything else. All the books we are giving you, from IIT mock book to PYQ book to CUT book, all the mastering books, all the materials that are available in SciAstra, we are giving you. All the DPPs we will be giving you on the physical form, and these mock tests along with the CBT mode mock test in the end of the preparation. You will get the exact feel of giving IIT Nest every Sunday, Saturday, like till the IIT examination is being conducted. Okay, so these all things I also wanted to add. You will be getting from SciAstra. And so one of the concern you may be having, like when the course goes in full-fledged mode from Monday, so the problems and like the queries what you have. So we will be having your same mentors who will be taking your classes, helping you in the complete doubt solving. They will be available in the center. In the breaks, you can ask the doubts, and the designated time on Saturdays, you can ask your doubts. There will be ample amount of time, and you can request like these things from the faculties itself, and a formal structure about how streamlined things will be. So your academic mentor, batch mentor, who will be personally looking over your progress, Kanupriya Di, she is a IISER Bhopal alumnus. So she will be tracking your progress throughout the journey. You will be having monthly parent-teacher meetings. You will be having every week, you will be having a special session, a one-to-one session with her, and to-do list, lot of things she will be doing with you. So any issues, any concern you have, be it academic, non-academic, feel free to discuss with her. So she will be there as a first level of escalation, anything you have. Apart from that, we in the center, we have the center head. So Nikhil sir is the center head for Bangalore center. So the first faculty you interacted with, he is the center head, and Soumya sir is managing the entire center. So any level of escalation, entire team is here physically. If you feel like any issues are there, we are here to help you out throughout the journey, throughout you getting into the top college. Even as Soumya suggested, even after that, we will be helping you. Now, I think let us welcome our students from IISc, the 3 students who are from the dropper batches of SciAstra. So they did not have the chance to join the offline batches because we are coming first time offline. So they were part of Raman KALAM batches, our online dropper batches. And yeah, one by one, let us start, Soumya, and we will felicitate them. And then Mike will be there and they will be sharing you a piece of advice. And after that, we will do a Q&A.
So first one, Svetlina, please. Believe me, when you are going to hear the story of all these people, including Svetlina, you will be in awe. Can we have a round of applause?
Svetlina has taken her admission yesterday itself. They had the registration. Today they had their medical, and she rushed also the medical and in ISC and came to the session. Now, Svetlina, piece of advice from for them, and how was your journey preparing in a drop year?
Hello everyone. I think you all are motivated for this journey of 1 year. And I was also there 1 year ago in the same situation, and you were meeting with your mentors offline. We were on the one room and online teaching, and all the pressure is in on ourselves only. And there is very much a struggle to go through this drop year because you have very much distraction all through this year. So you have to do your studies properly, and there will be some type of depressions and all thing on around the way. In starting, everything goes on right, but in the middle, it's all mess up with all your studies and mock marks. So you don't have to get demotivated and go through the journey. At the end, you will be ending up at IEC also. So all the best to all of you.
So last year, Svetlina was getting in the last moment you got to know about the IISERs, and yeah, you started preparing after your 12th, and she got IISER Barampur last year. But she did not wanted to settle with IISER Barampur, and you joined the Raman batch. So how was the journey, Svetlina? I remember you talking about how you thought of giving up in the month of March, and then one of our chemistry mentors, Nitish sir, helped you to like believe in yourself. And how was that experience? These guys will be like, today they are motivated, but yeah, throughout the journey, I have been also a dropper student. How it goes throughout the year. So piece of advice and your story, Svetlina.
In the starting, it's always good because we all stay motivated that we will go make it through this year. But in the middle, I got all messed up. In my experience, I just almost give up that I will not get into any IISER or IISc. So, we have a mentor, Nitesh sir, who is a chemistry mentor over SciAstra. So he mentored me along my journey. On the last 2 months, he gave me to solve all SciAstra mocks. Then after that, I able to get into IISc. Other than I couldn't make it.
And how was the feeling, Svetlina, coming? So Svetlina comes from Kendrapada, a rural place in Odisha. And you were telling you were the first one who were preparing for and who had a knowledge about IIT, NEST, IISc from our senior Shesha Bhaiya. Svetlana was a JNV student, huh, Svetlana? Even our parent did not know about IISc Bangalore. So how was that a story? Like, how was the feeling getting the IISc offer letter? Can you share that moment when the results were out and you got IISc?
Searching for nice because NISER results are getting on 10 June. I'm not on a way that I will get offer letter from IISc. So I was searching my mail that I will getting the offer from NISER. Then I saw IISc letter and I just amazed. My parents didn't know much about IISc, so they don't get amazed. And I just call mentors, Nitesh Bhaiya about this. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shatalina. So if they will need any help, you will be there like throughout the year. Yeah, so we will be calling you. Will be having a off on Saturday and Sunday in ISC. So on Saturdays, if you guys will demand mentorship from Shatalina Didi, she will be making two. Okay, unless we have a quiz or exam. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Shatalina. Yeah. So next, let us invite Ankush. I already shared you his journey from lakhs of rank to getting into IISc Bangalore. First, let us have the felicitation and yes, let's have a photo. Yeah. So Ankush, how was your journey getting into ISC? And when you started your dropper batch, did you ever thought you will make it to ISC?
So throughout my journey, in 11th and 12th, I didn't know about the IISc, IIT or something like this test. In only 12th, I only got to know about IIT. And in my 12th and this drop year, I have given around 10 to 15 exams all over. And the thing I always believed in is that exams are never to be feared. Just go over there, what will happen? Like, exam will go bad, but you can improve later. And it was to the point that after going to the TCS center, one exam by another exam, I got the whole map of the TCS center mapped out in my head. From which floor which guard is to invigilate to which floor who isn't invigilating, what's the load of the whole center and things like that. So you can imagine that I was never distracted in my studies. And I was originally a NEET aspirant, and so maths was very much tough for me. So, and I never really studied for maths also. My parents urged me to take PCMB, and maybe that's why I am in IISc. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got IISc because there is a maths requirement. Even for my board maths exam, I prepared one day before the exam. I just opened the 10 years PYQ books. I just got all the common answers and questions, and I just remembered the answers. Like remembering maths, you can imagine how wild is that, and that too for boards exam. And I somehow passed in the boards exam by remembering maths also. So you can imagine, like studies, it's not a big thing you can just go through. But one thing I will say that remembering never helps. My NEET didn't clear in class 12 because I used to remember things. I used to mug up things. And maybe if you have an exam tomorrow and if you mug up today, it will save you for that exam. But if you give the exam 2 or 3 months later on the same subject with greater pressure, you are eventually bound to fail on that mugged up memory. And that's the thing about Eklavya. Like we know all know about Eklavya, like how he was great, but the knowledge didn't save him at the last time. And that's the same with mugged up memory. In class, in my drop year, I also used to fear physics very much because I used to also mug up physics. Like a normal late explained, whatever you can't do, just mug it up. You will see it later. So I used to mug up physics also. And I used to fear for my life with rotational motion and ionic equilibrium. Like you can imagine mugging up all the ionic equilibrium equations like this long. I had it plastered all over my study table, ionic equilibrium, and still I used to forget it. Like it's common. So today I have a very conceptual grasp on physics, and that's only because of how Khalid Bhaiya taught us, our physics mentor he was. And each and every mentor that we got in our SciAstra, they helped us very much. And you can imagine that the level of guidance that I got. So let me just go through my improvement journey one by one. So on my 12th NEET, I got around 2.8 or 9 lakh rank. For my JEE mains, I got around 2.5 lakhs rank. In my West Bengal joint, that is the MHCT or State Engineering Exam equivalent, I got around 50,000 rank. And in my IIT, I got 28,000 or 29,000 rank. So whatever you want to imagine, whatever exams I gave in my 12th, just put any random number on it and just add thousands.
Mobile number ranks.
Yes. So, the parents were also a lot disappointed in me, like how much rank? This much rank. So that was the journey. And after I studied for my drop year, I improved very much. Like I gave JEE and NEET JEE for fun only, so that improved around 90 percentile or something like that. Because I am not a maths guy. I studied maths for IAT 1 month before the exam. And for my NEET, which was cancelled, I was getting around 600 or something like that marks. But fortunately, it got cancelled because if I had got a NEET, then my parents would have forced me for MBBS. Then after that, I gave West Bengal joint, and I was getting good engineering courses apart from computer science and other courses in Jadavpur engineering. And my parents were still forcing me to go for Jadavpur instead of IISc. You can understand the irony in that. And after that, my IIT rank came, and I saw that yes, IISc is possible for that. Just to give you how wild it is, after I gave my IIT exam, I thought it went good, and I came home, and the answer key was revealed around 9 p.m. And that same day, it was also the last day for IISc registration. Okay, so I went through the answer key, and I saw that I am getting good marks. Maybe I will get IISc. And I scrambled to get my documents, and I paid my registration fee at 11:55 p.m. or something. 12 p.m. was the deadline. If one payment got cancelled or my network went out, I wouldn't have registered for the IISc registration. And then after the offer letter came, I know that I am getting IISc. My parents weren't very joyful about that because they were typical NEET aspirant dilemma thing. So IISc offer letter came, and after that I had my NEET exam. So I got around 600 in my first attempt. Then for not getting MBBS, I went into the exam and I just ditched it. Full sabotage mode. So in the NEET in first year, I got around 2.89 lakh rank. And this year I got, after the self-sabotaging, I got 4 or 5 lakh rank. So my parents got to know about it, that I purposefully sabotaged it. Because I got a little too good at it. If it was like 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, they would have accepted it. So like you can imagine the level of my journey from here to here to here. So one thing I will say to you, that never fear the exams. Go for it. Just go and sleep in. After attempting whatever you can, just sleep in the AC. There is no need to take pressure or anything like that. And that's what I also tell everybody, that go and attempt whatever you can. Life will take you somewhere. From not knowing about IISc to getting into IISc. From my ranks, phone number ranks, to getting IISc. So that's what I will tell about. And always believe in SciAstra.
A big round of applause for Ankush. Truly, like without like personally meeting Ankush and interacting with him, if some would have told me this story, I would have doubted. Most of you would have doubted it, like from lakhs of rank to making it to IISc Bangalore. Is it really possible? So like if Ankush can't make it to, and in his drop year, not even with his class 12, if he can make it to IISc, and we have seen like every year there are stories, journeys like what Ankush have, and that makes us believe that if students are very serious about their preparation in a drop year, if they totally focus on their subjects, physics, chemistry, math, and biology, they can make huge improvements. And witnessing that improvement, I will like to call on next is Jubair. He is from Kerala, a KALAM 3.0 batch student, and from getting a private BTech college, he from last year, like he was about to take admission into a private BTech college. He made it to IISc Bangalore this year. And one more interesting thing I got reminded of because I had an interaction with Jubair also like a few days back on an online interaction that the team set up with the topper student who are going to IISc Bangalore. Jubair was telling he's a PCM student and he made a score of 52 out of 60 in the biology section, being a PCM student. And I also got reminded about the score of Svetlina. Svetlina is also a PCM student, and she was telling she used to hate biology till the class 10th. That's why she did not take biology as a first subject in her class 11th and 12th. And it is like first time for me, I got to hear and listen personally to Svetlina. She scored 60 out of 60 correct in biology, being a PCM student. So for Svetlina, for Jubair scored more marks in biology than mathematics, being a PCM student. So for all the PCMB students out there, believe that SciAstra will help you to love biology. It is not like mugging up what you do in the NEET examination and in your boards. Loving the subject, you will enjoy biology even more than the favorite subject what you had as of now. So let us felicitate Jubair. Now it's over to Jubair.
Hello, I'm Zuhair. I actually had a bit of a different journey than most might because in 11th and 12th, I was fully set on going abroad to study. And in 11th, because I'm going abroad, I didn't have to study any of the chapters, nothing. Because there's no entrance exam other than the SAT to go abroad. And I didn't study anything. I would just go for exams. I would get enough to pass. And that's all I did for 11th. 12th, similar, but because there's boards, just for the percentage, I would study for 12th as well. And actually got into universities abroad as well. But due to some reasons, I couldn't go. So it was a bit of a awkward moment for me because I really wanted to go. I couldn't go. And dropping a year felt like a really heavy burden. I didn't want to go for any engineering, NITs, nothing. I wanted to pursue BS. And then my parents told me it's fine. You can go to a college nearby our house for BS physics. And for some time, I was satisfied with that. And because in my mind, the main concern was, I knew about IAT exam at that point, but the main concern was biology. Like sir said, I was scared of biology. I was really scared of biology because 11th, 12th, I didn't take biology because I sucked at it in 10th grade itself. So I was really scared of biology. But one day on an auto ride back home with my friend, he managed to convince me that I had way more potential than just going to a college near my house. And finally, I decided, he himself told me, I really owe it to him. He himself told me about SciAstra batch, and I joined the SciAstra batch, and I'm really grateful for joining that because, like sir said, biology was not really my weakness. I was just scared of biology. Agash Bhaiya taught really great. He's not here today, but big thanks to Agash Bhaiya for teaching me biology. Yeah, his classes were really great. And to all of you, I'll be honest, when you take a drop year, there'll be many days where you will just feel like a loser, honestly. But that's not because you're not performing well. It's just the self-doubt kicking in over and over. Every day you're thinking about your friends who might be in college. I did personally. I would see the stories when I take Instagram. I'll see them enjoying their college life. And I'll be like, maybe I should have just gone to that BSc college near my house. And now looking back at it, it feels funny to me that I used to even consider that. The only advice I have is in the last month, please keep your mental health as a major factor. Like, take care of yourselves and prepare really hard. Thank you. And thank you to SciAstra team.
Thank you so much, Vivek. So now let us have all the questions that they might have, and the IISc Bangalore students are also here to help you if you have any question, any doubt regarding the entire curriculum, regarding the mentorship guidance. We have discussed a lot of things in this session. So the process that we will be following, the class timings will be the same, 10 a.m. But yeah, like we will be having 1.5 hours classes with followed by 15 minutes break. And the schedule you will be getting into your SciAstra application. So all of you need to download the SciAstra application, like the smart class setup what we have done. Even if you are ill someday, you missed a class, you will be able to get the recordings of the classes from the SciAstra app. So if you have not got access of the app, like either you would have not downloaded the SciAstra app from the registered mobile number what we had, or like it will be like your access have not been given. So escalate it to your batch mentor, to the SciAstra team in the WhatsApp group that you have. For any queries, any confusion, for parents, we have the separate group, and for the students, we have the separate group. All of us are there in the WhatsApp. As I will be leaving tonight, but I will be visiting the center often. And Soumya sir have relocated from Noida head office to Bangalore only to facilitate everything smoothly and to address each of your concerns and to provide the best level of mentorship support out there. The expertise what we had. Soumya was a junior, like 1 year junior to me, and he is from the starting of the founding team of SciAstra. So he have relocated Bangalore especially to take care of each of the student, to make all the arrangements. Any issues you face, we are here to resolve that. Like when we started off the classes, always it was like Bangalore, this is a very famous college, and no classroom here is air conditioned. And so we were also of the belief like Bangalore weather is pretty good. We will not need AC, and this is a very old college, and here also AC is not installed in the classroom, so it will not be needed. But after the starting classes, we got to know like people are suffering like in a batch of 50, 55, like they are feeling the need of AC. So immediately we procured the AC, and the classroom in which your classes will be there, you will see like the sound that came, the AC is getting installed. And from the first class itself, you will be having fully air conditioned classroom. So any issues, any difficulty you are facing, please let us know. We are here to help you out and make your journey of getting into the best college in your drop year. We have been a dropper student, and we totally know the amount of frustration, pressure it builds sometimes when we are giving everything to a single entrance examination. And like Ankush said, please do not make your mentality in that regard. Do not limit yourself to the entrance examination. Focus on the subject. You will definitely clear these entrance examination. So now over to all of you guys. If you have any question, we are here, and we will pass on the mic like to the IISc Bangalore student or mentors, and the entire SciAstra team will be taking your Q&A.
Wow, thanks. Any questions, guys? Hand raise should work, or you can also come here and ask to the students itself. But by the way, a few of the things following up on what your potential seniors from IISc said. One such thing, self-doubts. So we all do have self-doubt, time to time. Everyone, 12th dropper students, irrespective of your class, the exam you're preparing for, the college you're aspiring to go to. One such thing, one short story. So after class 12, we both all of us were not able to get into our dream colleges, so we had to take a drop. But at the same time, my friends were taking admission into BTech colleges in famous places at Bangalore and elsewhere across the country. So I had this major doubt: should I take a drop, prepare, or take an admission? Because we were all getting admissions. So I took a risk, took a drop, eventually got into NISER, IITs, BITS, Pilani, all those places. But my same set of friends who took admission into BTech colleges, of course, started working before, got into job before we graduated, of course, naturally, because 4 years, 5 years, and drop plus. So they came to Bangalore, worked for a couple of years, then got laid off, found another job, got laid off again. The same people I'm talking about. Last to last month, Meta had 20,000 layoffs. But all the batchmates that we had at NISER Bhubaneswar, out of 180, pretty much 140 plus people went outside India. 20, 30 are in ISC or institutes across India. Some of them have topped CAT exam, some of them have topped UPSC exam, and all of them are in their own respective journeys succeeding and guiding the next generation of students. So that's what it happens when you actually get exposure from a top institute. Okay, it can be IITs, ISC, IISERs. So all that exposure, the peer interaction you're going to have, the learnings you're going to have, the insights, everything is worth taking that risk, given the fact that you're working hard, you're dedicated to an extent that you're very receptive to all the guidance, mentorship that is being given to you. Okay, so that is your mantra for the self-doubt. For the self-doubt. Whenever you have self-doubts, just remember the life is going to be amazing when you're at ISC. The food at ISC is amazing, by the way. You guys would. So yeah, that's the thing. Life experiences everything. Like we met multiple times Nobel laureates across the world. We were doing projects, Harvard, Russia, Europe, and across the countries, and doing crazy stuff while building SciAstra. Right. So that is the kind of liberty, freedom, and learnings you get. Okay. So work hard for that. Work hard for the respect of science. And by the way, all of those students who are not from SciAstra as of now, I see lots of unfamiliar faces. Any doubts, please get in touch with us. Any doubts related to career paths, preparation journeys, or else, or about the center itself, get in touch. We are here. My name is Soumya, by the way. Akhil sir has mentioned. The SciAstra team is also here. Can you raise your hands? Team SciAstra? Yeah. So anyone you see black or pink t-shirts, they're from SciAstra. Of course, do not reach out to the students for any queries, but yeah, the team members. Black t-shirts and full pink shirts. So lavender shirts, yeah. So men, right? So thanks. But do you have any questions, guys? No questions? Should we send them back?
Any questions from them? Any of you? Yeah, see, they are just getting started with their classes, so they had the time and they came. I know, like every year when they will be busy with their coursework and all, it will be hard for them to taking out time very often. But yeah, they have promised they will manage. Like when you guys will have lot of demand, then yeah, we will discuss with them. So if you have any query, question, if you want to personally interact with them, you can also do that informally, here. Yeah, so I think let us end this session here, the YouTube live, what we have. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining this session online and physically coming to the center. And thank you so much for all the parents who took out time on a Saturday evening and came along with their awards. And for all the students, you guys are already taking the classes. And yeah, from Monday onward, from the Monday, the schedule is there. This is chemistry will be your first class, followed by 15 minutes break, then a 30 minutes lunch break, and your classes will end at 3:15. How is the new timetable for you guys? It is good? It is good now? Yeah, it is considering all the requests and the informal discussion you had with your mentors. So everything in SciAstra, like any request, any query that you raise, we always listen to, and we are here to help you out. provided it is in our capabilities. If you say give us the IAT paper one day before the exam, it is not in our capabilities. Even although we have very good connection with all the IISERs, before the IIT exam was conducted, I was hosted by the IISER Barampur for a workshop in establishing their placement cell and for the career opportunities. And the director who was responsible for this year IIT exam felicitated me. But yeah, he did not tell any question from the IIT exam. So IISERs officially engaged with us. We have a partnership with ISC also. We are conducting a Young Scientist Challenge and a lot of exciting things we have planned with many of the IISERs and with the IISc Bangalore. So at the institution level, we engage, and our goal is to build a entire research ecosystem for the country, and from starting with the school education to helping you getting into the top colleges, and in the college itself we help you internships. We are also working in industrial collaboration with the government institutions like Institute of Life Sciences, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, in co-creating programs having industrial application in biotechnology, chemical sciences, and partnering with the companies also. So like by the time you'll be graduating from these colleges, SciAstra labs, the entire ecosystem that we are building, even for the employment also will be there. So you guys need not to worry about if you want to pursue the higher education. We will be there to support you for getting top PhD abroad. Even if you want to do job in India, we are trying our best to create an ecosystem with the industry and academia partnerships.
And regarding the Young Scientist Challenge in collaboration with IISc Biology Club, this is a quiz, online quiz on August 23rd for students from class 9th till droppers, wherein you have a separate category for each of the classes. The quiz will be very straightforward, conceptual. The syllabus will be of the preceding class. If you're in class 10th, syllabus will be 9th. If you're a dropper, syllabus will be 11th, 12th combined. If you're a 12th, syllabus will be 11th. And if you make it to the top or the list itself, you will be felicitated at the campus of IISc Bangalore, right? By the scientists over there, along with medals, goodies, hampers, many more. If you are in, let's say, not top 3, but top 300, you will be given guidance by top researchers across the world on how to join these institutes after class 12th, or for your further preparation in whatever capacity possible. So that is a great initiative. We are very thankful to IISc also for letting us collaborate with them and conduct this nationwide. And to all the parents, by the way, if lately we are in the process of meeting lots of school students going to school to promote this Young Scientist Challenge across Bangalore and across India, including Delhi, Pune, and many more cities. If you think we should be reaching out to a particular school in your contact, and you want to propagate this initiative for the benefit of the students, please get in touch with us. We would love to visit the school. Our team will do that. We would nurture, sensitize the students towards Young Scientist Challenge. The reason is very simple. So lately the principals have also been asking SciAstra team, why are you working so hard just to conduct this one Young Scientist quiz? There are only so many quizzes. Answer is very simple. Young Scientist Challenge is one such quiz or contest we are going to standardize across India for school students in the upcoming 2 to 3 years. So by 2028, you would see lakhs of students appearing in this contest every single year and getting a tour of IISc Bangalore, the toppers, by the way. So that is one such thing. And yeah, the second thing is also lots of principal today itself asked me, and Dipesh sir is here maybe. So we were on a trip to one of the schools to promote Young Scientist Challenge and do some career counseling for the students. 9 to 12th regarding basic science research and what IISc has to offer and whatnot. The major thing that we have found out in last 1 month in more than 10 plus schools, all of them know what IISc is. This is an institution, very reputed, exists in Bangalore. What it does, they don't know. They're eligible to get into IISc after class 12 to pursue something. They are clueless about it. So that is what we are doing, and we are in the process of helping students with also. And the reason is very simple. We are here after leaving all the research position offers and whatnot across the world, because all the developed countries that you have seen, we were having a discussion today. So all the developed countries that you have seen, US, China, Russia, Japan, they have gone through this process of nurturing their students towards research and development. And now you see the results. All the AI models that you use, Anthropic, Gemini, Copilot, ChatGPT, are all developed in the US. Who are doing it? There are many Indians doing it, right? There are Indian engineers, Indian scientists. Why not do the same thing in India and even better and at scale, right? So the change will not happen overnight, but 10 years down the line, let's say if 20 people from this room end up joining IISc Bangalore, do some research, 10 years down the line, do something crazy, let's say in quantum, AI, vaccine, something else, cancer biology, then India will be proud of it, right? And that will be a milestone in making this country a developed nation. Okay, something that people 20 years down the line will be talking about, and SciAstra is playing its part in making it happen. So that is the vision part and the reason why we are working so hard behind everything. Hope that makes it clear. Whenever you are sad in your preparation, you're not able to solve a question, you always tie it back to the bigger picture. Okay, you're not able to solve this particular question today in this class or at your home PG, that is fine. Okay, there is ample opportunities. You get back at it tomorrow. You do something crazy. You be very grateful towards science, towards your parents, towards the people because of whom you're able to study, access all these resources, right? We were first generation people who were doing science in our families because we came from families of engineers, teachers, and doctors. Nobody understood what science meant apart from unemployment. So if you do BS, you will stay unemployed. That's what we heard from our families. We proved them wrong and we are grateful about it. So how many of you are preparing for IISER, ISC and all these, being first in your family or local hood? Wow, many of them, including Svetlina. You had the same journey, right? Zubair, Ankush. So you do it for that purpose. You be that example. Now, do you know what kind of example Svetlina has set? Not just in her family, in a distant family. I'm not talking about bragging and getting selected in top institutes. The example that something crazy can be done, right? Which nobody thinks of. Make sense? So you be that example, you be that prototype that people 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line are going to follow. Okay? So you keep this in mind and work accordingly, work backwards. Make sense? Again, just we were sharing some stories to keep you engaged. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The room is already hot with all the knowledge and we'll disperse shortly. Okay, thank you. If you have any personal questions, feel free to get in touch with the SciAstra team or people from IISc. By the way, thank you for your attention. A big claps for you all. Okay, please feel free to disperse. So we had a lot to share basically, but we wanted to be on time because many of you have come from far across the city, right?
So the classes will be from 502. And one request, like Ahmed have, there is some formalities that are.
Okay, just I'll be taking 5 more minutes of yours. So hi everyone, this is Syed, and I'll be just taking 5 more minutes of yours. There is actually one paper need to be signed from all the parents. That's why I requested all the parents to please join.